Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Chrissy. So today we're going to talk about what it's like to live with ADHD as an adult. So for starters, for a little bit of background and context, I had ADHD my whole life, okay? Since I was a kid, I was diagnosed when I was very little. And it's been a roller coaster ever since. So today I want to talk about my experiences and a lot of things that you guys can relate with in your everyday life, and some things that I'm functioning in a little bit of story. You know how it is. I'm going to be going up and down. Like, you know how people with ADHD be. We be telling stories from all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at my notes because it's going to help me stay focused and organized. So first, I want to talk about time blindness. I have this problem where sometimes I can be late, but I have this problem where I show up way too early. Like, I will show up somewhere like 3 hours early, and it affects me because I get more exhausted, more tired, frustrated from just waiting. I'll kill time, but I've always been like this, like, my whole entire life. Like, it's probably like the other way around, maybe for other people, that they're always late to things. That's typically like how it is for a lot of people, but I'm way too early for things. Like, even the airport, I'll show up like 5 hours early. Like, it's insane. It's insane because I want to be ahead. I want to know what's going to happen, or, predict something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's usually like come an hour early or something, but like, no, like, it affects me so much. That is something that I'm still working on to this day. It's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. I show up early to like a lot of things, guys. And another thing, number 2, starting 5 tasks and not finishing none of them. I would love to show you guys like my notebooks. I have so many like journals and notebooks of just like me, just I have this idea. I'm gonna start this. Like, for an example, I'll be in the kitchen. I will be washing the dishes, y'all. Washing the dishes. And then I'll remember something like, oh my God, I need to go to the bathroom and go clean this. And start and like leave the dishes like a mess, and then go to the bathroom to go clean the bathroom. And then I'll get distracted in the bathroom, and then I'll come in my room and be like, oh my gosh, like, I need to go fold my clothes. Like, literally just before I started this video, I needed my shorts, and I procrastinated and I haven't like put my clothes away. So I was like, I put away half of my clothes that I really needed, and I was like, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna finish that tomorrow. So something that helps me, if I see something, I'm going to immediately start it immediately and just get it out the way. Like, for example, my clothes. It's sitting right next to me right now. I need to start putting the clothes away immediately, and then the task will be done. So that's something that I've been like working on a lot. I am pretty organized for the most part, but then there's days where it's a mess everywhere. Like, I literally had to organize like my whole closet and everything, put everything back to order, because it can get like that. It's life. Like, it's not perfect, This is like a little snapshot of like what my closet looks like, just a little bit. Looks pretty organized, right? But it wasn't like that a few weeks ago. It just depends, honestly. Number 3, hyper focus. Like, I could be disappearing into one things for hours, or forgetting to eat, use the bathroom. This was probably me today. Like, I was like on my phone like the whole time, researching, looking at stuff. Like, it's pretty bad. It's like really bad. Sometimes I have to break myself out of the habit and be like, okay, let's get up. Let's go eat. Let's go eat. Let's go drink some water and take a break from the phone. Immediately, do not check your phone when you get up in the morning, guys. Like, it's probably like one of the worst things that you can do, especially with technology today. I can hyper focus a lot on a lot of things, and I am training myself. I've been training myself as I've been getting older, but I kind of just like want to just tell you guys like what I deal with that affects me on a daily basis. I do forget to eat a lot, which I'm pretty good at. I don't really like breakfast, but it's not good to skip eating or, hydrating. So I'm pretty good at eating, but sometimes, like, if I'm going through something pretty bad, it throws off everything with my life, like, literally. Forgetting things mid sentences or mid task. Like, sometimes I'm pretty good at remembering things. I could be talking to someone and telling them a story, and then something happens. I'm like, what were we talking about? Like, what was happening? Like, and then sometimes it's so embarrassing, like, I'll be in class and, like, I know the answer to something. And then I raise my hand, and then everyone's staring at me, and then I just, like, forget and get scared and forget what I'm saying. I feel like that's something that I struggle with a lot, and it makes me pretty sad sometimes because I will be so motivated doing something. And then boom, I forget. It messes with me a lot. Sometimes I write stuff down because I can forget a lot of stuff sometimes. And I've been like, working with my boyfriend for he can like really understand me sometimes, because sometimes I really do forget a lot of stuff. It's not on purpose. I don't really lose a lot of things like my phone, my wallet, or anything like that. I'm really good at like knowing what stuff at, but sometimes I do have a problem. It depends, it depends on what it's like or what I'm feeling that day. Emotionally, let's talk about my emotions and my regulation system, deregulation system. I feel like it can hit me hard and fast, depending on what it is. Like, emotions is like tied to the brain. Like, we really feel things that are like happening to us 10 times harder. Especially like someone like who's super mean to me, and I see them or I see a text from them, I immediately just everything just falls down and I just feel like crap. Even I used to not like constructive criticism like years ago, and because I used to take so offense of it and let it get to me and cry about it. And I remember I couldn't really control my emotions, as I was like growing up. It also has a lot to do with my environment too. But as I've gotten older, I've learned how to literally step away. Like, somebody could like say something to me, I'm like, I'm gonna walk away, and go regulate myself, and then I'm gonna come back. I do that a lot. Like, if I am overwhelmed with something, it don't matter what it is, I'm gonna take a break, or I'm gonna do something that I like to do. Like, I like to go on walks, or just give myself time to sit down and to like really think about the situation before I react. I feel like it's a lot of self-control and like literally almost like training yourself and learning what works best for you. Like, honestly, like, I know if I have my closet really organized, I'm gonna be put together. But if it's not, I'm gonna be all over the place. That's just like an example like of what works best for me. And for when it comes to my emotions of what we're talking about, I like to take a little break. I take a step back or take a walk. Yours could be something else, like something that you enjoy. But my emotions hit hard, and sometimes I need to step away before I react. Or I'll just like be quiet, or just take some space away from somebody. But it's pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's something that I'm still struggling with to this day. It's not perfect, It's not really perfect. You can't just cure ADHD, you know what I'm saying? And I wonder what it's like to be medicated, Sometimes I think about it because I'm like, what would it be like if I take a test or I read a book? Can I actually finish this book? Can I finish this test? It takes me like 3 hours to like really do a test because my brain is like all over the place. I can't focus. Procrastination. Okay, I have this, I have this yes and no. I can be very good about something, or I can procrastinate. Like these past couple of days, I've literally just been laying down like all day and just felt so exhausted, you know? A lot of things can affect that, you know? A lot of things can affect that. I procrastinate a lot, especially when it comes to like homework. Um, I don't know what it is about deadlines, but when I know the deadline's coming up, I just feel so motivated under pressure. I'm just like boom, 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 boom. I'm just like getting it done. I'm just like, I don't know. I just do well under pressure. I do well, like, I don't know, but like, I've known about this 3 months now. Now it's the due date. Boom, it's done. But it does not work for me sometimes because it also affects me and brings up anxiety because when I procrastinate, it's not good. It's not good to procrastinate because it really affects you. So that's something I've really been working on, especially like in this master's program. I've been learning on how to manage my time and stuff. And it's been working out pretty well. I'm like, okay, I'm going to start this assignment a month early, you know? And I'm going to like get a head start. Like I'm going to start this paper early. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to finish it all in one sitting. So it just like really depends. Like, you can work with yourself. You don't have to make this like, oh, I have ADHD, I can't do this. Like, no, you can work with it. You can work with it, motivate yourself. Like, hey, write like little lists. Like, hey, I'm going to do this to help me not procrastinate. Just like little baby steps to where you want to get. So when it comes to the date or the due date or what you need to do, you're like, oh, I've already started A, B, and now I have to just do C. You know what I'm saying? Impulsive. I am so impulsive. Like, I'm so serious. Like, whoa, I moved to Greece. Y'all, I didn't move to Greece. Like, I impulsively moved to Greece. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, I had a plan. When I have something in my mind, I'm going to do it. It's like a superpower, like having ADHD. I'm like nothing can stop me. I'm going to work my butt off to make it happen. And I was going through a lot when I was deciding to move here, and I just impulsively moved here. Obviously, I had everything like planned out and everything, but was the timing right for me to move here? No, it wasn't. I needed more time, just a lot more time before I moved here, honestly. And I just jumped the wagon and literally just moved here, y'all. Not gonna lie. Like, I am impulsive. I'm impulsive with a lot of stuff, like talking. Oh my gosh, and making decisions. Sometimes, like when I was little, just the decisions I used to make, like it was insane. Even like when it comes to like my emotions, like I impulsively sometimes react and not even meaning to. It takes a lot of training and practice with yourself. I'm telling you, like it does not happen overnight. You really just need to be aware of what's really happening to you and aware of your diagnosis and knowing about who you are. And how to work with it and work around it. You know, it doesn't define like who you are or anything like that. And the next thing is feeling like you're too much or not enough. I feel like that a lot. I feel like sometimes I'm too much. I feel like I talk too much, and I do. I talk so much. I can overly talk so much. I can overly text someone so much. I'm trying to like work on that. It's something that's a work in progress that I'm trying to just work on. This door is about to slam because the window's open. It's just something that I'm working on, guys, and I'm trying not to make this video like 20 minutes, but I really just wanted to come on here and just share like my struggles and like what I really go through. And I want to make this like a series of ADHD and things that I can help people with, and to really understand like, no, I'm not like not trying to be anyone's therapist or anything. I'm just literally sharing my experience with people. And I feel like number 11, I used to mask a lot, like, and I didn't even realize it. Like, even though I knew I was struggling, this could be in the school setting, and I didn't use like my accommodations, I would mask and be like, oh, I'm fine. Like, I can stay in the classroom and take my test, like, knowing I needed extra time, knowing I needed extra time. So, if you have accommodations, use your accommodations. Don't mask and try to put on the brave face for everybody else, because at the end of the day, you're suffering. And I ended up suffering because I didn't want to use my accommodations when it could have gave me more time on my exams, you know what I'm saying? So I took the initiative and was like, hey, like, I have accommodations, and here is, here's my documentations, blah, 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 blah. And I was able to use my accommodations, and I passed my exam, and I had extra time. And it was really helpful. It was really, really helpful. And so that's something that I had to break out of when I was in high school. I used to mask a lot, basically in middle school a lot. But when I got to high school, I used to like mask like a lot. But I broke out of it when I got to college and really embraced who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am full of energy, crazy, creative. ADHD is a superpower. It doesn't define who you are, what you cannot do. I just feel like you really need to like understand the diagnosis. You really need to understand what works for you, what does not work for you, and build some strategies or some steps to help make your daily life easy. Like I told you, like how I organize like my closet, and I keep things organized at home. Pick a day to really organize things, because that makes my life more easier. Of course, it falls apart, maybe a month later or something, but then I'll pick it back up. So it really just depends. And I'm really excited to just like share my stories, my experience, my knowledge of the things that I am learning, that I'm continuing learning, because I don't know everything. I'm still learning about ADHD. And it comes with a lot of positivities. I feel like it's a superpower. I feel like we are quick thinkers. We are passionate. We're out of the box, problem solving, resilient. I am proud of who I am. I'm proud of who I am, and I hope that I can help many different people in the world. I'm still learning. I'm still growing as an individual, and I'm super proud of myself of how far I've came. And I would have never thought this little girl back in middle school would be in Greece getting her master's degree. I have struggled a lot in education, and I've overcame a lot of hurdles and used my accommodations, had people on my side, and it's not easy. I struggle a lot on my everyday basis, but I train myself, and sometimes I'll be like, hey, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to have it all together, but I'm happy that I'm aware of what's happening to me. I'm aware what doesn't work for me. That's like the first step, is like truly being aware of ADHD and learning more about it and not being ashamed about it. It takes baby steps. It doesn't happen overnight. So I'm excited to just share this journey, because this is like my first like episode of my ADHD series. And I'm excited just to like talk about it, because it's emotional, it's powerful, and I feel like a lot of people from around the world can really relate and understand, because this is like just at the beginning. I've went through a lot throughout my life, and I'm still walking this earth and dealing with ADHD, but it's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful process of who I am. It's a part of who I am, but it doesn't define me. It doesn't define my limitations or what I cannot do, because the world is yours. There are millions of people who have ADHD that are so successful, rich, like teachers, people from different paths of the world, of different careers, that have ADHD. Because if you're out there and you're thinking, I have ADHD, I don't think I can be able to do this, don't think like that. Because I'm going to share my story. I'm going to share who I am. my learning disabilities, my struggles, and just share so I can inspire people just like you who's ever watching around the world that you can do anything you put your mind to. It don't matter. It don't matter what diagnosis you have. It don't matter who you are, or just somebody who just needs some inspiration. And this is going to be the first episode of my series. Thank you guys so much for watching. And this is just like the beginning. I really appreciate it. And the first step is just showing up. And today I showed up for myself for my ADHD series. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.